watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini.
This is one we want really bad. You gotta go out there, play your hardest every play.
And we all seem to have a want-to this year and have a swagger to it.
When you have a combination like that with their offense and their ability just to pound the ball.
It didn't matter who we were going to play. We wanted to come out and play to a certain level.
Last year we had them beat, we should have beat them.
They're a well-coached program. They got some nice coaches over there that do a good job, and, you know, we're going to have our hands full this week.
Like O'Reilly's, AutoZone, or even Mr. Goodwrench, it's tune-up time as week 2 of the high school football season is upon us, and most teams getting in their final game before conference play begins. That means lots of rivalry games, and that was certainly the case down in Bern. However, tonight, not just about football at Starfire Field, as Joe Whelan joins us now with more. Joe?
Yeah, Glenn, Belmont and South Adams enter the fall with high expectations. So far, so good. Both are 1-0. The Braves are ranked 13th in 3A. Starfire's 5th in 1A. Adams County bragging rights on the line. Belmont visiting South Adams at Starfire Field. It's your Highlight Zone game of the week. Before kickoff, South Adams honoring former football standout and Army National Guard specialist Nick Taylor, who was killed in Afghanistan last month. Needless to say, Starfires were hyped for this one, and they looked it early. Third play from scrimmage, Corey Sefrenick, the quarterback, keeps it and finds some daylight, but does he have enough kick at the end? You bet. 72 yards, and South Adams strikes first. Belmont would answer, but then in the second, Sefrenick rolls out under pressure here, just kind of tosses up a prayer, and Shea Pyle, nice catch, 16 yards. Starfires led this one 17-14 at recess. At the half, Nick Taylor's number 52 jersey retired. Fans and players alike paying their respect. But in the third, the Braves come to life. 4th and short from the 13, Chase Ellsworth. Where is he? Bounces out of the pile. He gives Belmont its first lead. It's 20-17. Next possession out. Brad Bussey had 134 yards and a touchdown last week against Woodland. Picks up 14 here and his second touchdown of the night. South Adams was needing an answer here in the 4th. Instead, they get more Bussey. 8 yards this time. The senior rushes for 223 yards and 4 scores on just 12 carries. Belmont rolls in the second half to a 41-17 win.
First half, we came out real slow and sluggish, and we just waited for everybody to make a play. And then at halftime, he told us that this game's on us, on the seniors. We had a lead, and if they lead, then they'll follow. So came out the second half and played really hard. And
no one was stepping up. Everyone was waiting for someone else to make a play, and he said someone has to make a play. So we all of us stepped up, started making plays. We started playing better as a team.
We're going to find ourselves in a similar situation again. We're going to enter the NHC. And this is a heck of a conference. We're going to find ourselves in a lot of bad situations, and these guys have to step up. Now they had the confidence they could do it. So now there's a little learning tool, because we were always talking about the seniors of last year. Now it's rolled over. This leadership thing is turning. Now these guys take the reign. I think they got a little confidence, and the biggest thing, they got the respect of the locker room.
Belmont opens NHC play next week at Columbia City. South Adams starts their ACAC schedule at home with Bluffton. Staying in the county, Adams Central hosting Union County. First quarter action, Union facing 3rd and short, but the Patriots cough up the football. Ben Pfister recovers, and Adams Central is in business. Ensuing series, Dalton Coombs rolls out and fires a strike to Alex Byerly. He's finally wrapped up. It was a 15-yard gain. Next play, Kyle Baker, the junior, plows across the goal line. Jets lead 7-zip after 1. Coombs was struggling to hold on to the football tonight. Here in the second quarter, he loses it, but this actually works for him. Scoops it up and goes 40 yards down the far sideline. It was 7-zip at the half. Adams Central wins this one by a final of 26-14. But Glenn, again, Brad Bussey in 2 games, 5 touchdowns, 357 yards. The Belmont senior running back off to a great start, in the Braves 2-0.
All right, thanks, Joe. Hope you picked up dinner at the Swiss McDonald's down there. Hey, in Fort Wayne, battle for Zollner Stadium supremacy. Saints and Cadets. Dwengers won 8 straight against Concordia, dating back to 2003 in the first quarter. DeMarcus Moon had over 200 yards last week. He picks up 33 on that touch there. 7-zip. Bishop Dwenger and Coach Manigal was not happy about that. Concordia's D, though, stepping up. Tony Perugini with a sack right there. He's played very well so far early on this season for the Cadets. Second quarter now, it's the Bishop Dwenger defense stepping up. Watch Ryan Watercutter go get this one at the goal line. Great catch right there. from the junior. It's an interception, and Dwenger would take advantage. Cody Miller, the sophomore, to Gabriel Espinoza. That's a 30-yard touchdown right there, as Bishop Dwenger goes on to win a close one, actually, in the end, 21-14.
It took it all the way down to the fourth quarter. Our defense was very clutch. Defense was very clutch tonight. We got to give it all to the defense.
Their defense played very, very well. Hats off to Concordia defense, because, you know, last week they gave up a lot of points, but they sure didn't tonight. Every yard, every score was all we could do. So Concordia defensive staff, hats off to you.
Concordia is at Wayne next week. Dwenger hosts Northside. Speaking of Northside, the Redskins hosting Huntington North. This one got a little bit ugly last season, but this one tonight was all about offense. First quarter, 14-zip Northside. Drew Schnitz to Paul Eiler with a first down at the 10-yard line. Great catch by number 7. Later on the drive, Schnitz to Braden Stell. That's a 14-yard touchdown, and Huntington North gets on the board, but they're down 14-6. Ryan Hall, you know what? He's a defensive guy, doesn't like his team to give up any points, but they can score. On the play action, C.J. Jackson with a strike to Nick Cook, 41-yard score, and it's 20-6 Northside. But in the second, Schnitz to Stell again, a 38-yard strike for the Vikings, and a lot of points put up in this one, but Northside had more. 51-25, the Redskins a winner at Chambers Field. Let's go to Spooler Stadium. The Lures in Northrop. The Night Star Jalen Smith named the USA Today preseason All-American team earlier this week. Early on in the first quarter, it's Tyvell Jemison picking up a first down for Lures. Later in the first, Quinn Cook throwing, but it's intercepted by Andre Hamilton. And Hamilton comes up with a nice little return right there for the Bruins. Fast forward to the second quarter, still 0-0. Jaquale Cooper with a first down here for Bishop Lures. We're talking about an 18-yard pickup there. Later, you're going to see Jalen Smith score the first touchdown of this game to make it 7-zip Lures. This one went all the way down to the fourth quarter. Quinn Cook with a 46-yard touchdown pass with 7 seconds left to Tyrell Johnson as Lures pulls one out, winning 21-17. Let's go to Jack Weicker Stadium now. Snyder in the SAC's driver's seat after a Week 1 win against who else but Lures. First quarter, Brandon Phelps, one of his 3 touchdown passes to Addison Dellinger. The talented tight end had 2 touchdowns, 13-zip there. However, on the ensuing kick, Aaron Thomas takes the kickoff, and you know what? He's fast, but we sped up the video there. He takes it all the way to the house, 13-7, as South cuts into the lead. Still in the first, Nicholas Reese had a big touchdown against Lures last week. Nice touchdown there, 20-7 Snyder. But in the second, Donovan Clark finds Devin Jones, 20-13 Snyder. Later, you're going to see Clark, this time to Aaron Thomas, who had himself a heck of a game. That was just a 1-point game there, but Snyder pulls away late as the Panthers take this one 49-25. Last stop in the SAC, and it's a good one. Wayne at South Bend. Riley Generals came in on a 12-game losing streak. First quarter, Wayne's Jalen Thomas drops back, runs it a little bit, and finds Keon Powers. And guess what? KP does the rest. We're talking a 60-yard touchdown run in the first quarter to set the tone. Robert Brown has never tasted a win as the head coach at Wayne. South Bend Riley was trying to make sure that never happened. It's Mike Anderson for the Wildcats with a touchdown here, but you know what? That losing streak is gone as the Wayne Generals pull this one out 28-7. Well, the SAC's in the books, but coming up next, we're going to put some miles on the Wagon Queen family truckster. High-scoring offenses go head-to-head with Leo at Angola. We're talking Eel River rivalry in Whitley County, and Homestead looks to light it up again on the turf in Warsaw. We got all those highlights plus more coming up next in The Zone.